Hi everybody, it's Annie Schrader here to give you a brief introduction to Explain Everything. Explain Everything has lots of different features and functionality. I'm just going to show you a few and then you can explore and see what you think will be useful for you in your classroom. So I'm going to select New to start a new project. I'm going to select the plain whiteboard and that's going to open up my digital whiteboard. So this is you're looking at my iPad. This would be displayed to students via Apple TV if you have an LCD screen or using AirServer and a projector. So with this whiteboard, I can write, of course. I can don't mind my handwriting, sorry. You can draw, there's tons of colors and highlighters and all sorts of things. This toolbar over here packs lots of functionality and I'm going to only barely scratch the surface of what you can do. You can lock things in place, you can resize things, you can import images and videos and all sorts of stuff, but I will let you play around with those features on your own. One thing I want to point out to you is this video record feature. This is great for recording a whole lesson. It will record what you are saying, what you are writing, the images, etc. It's great also for tutorial videos. I'm going to click the plus sign though because what I want to show you today is how to import a Google Slide file. So I'm going to click File, I'm going to click Google Drive. It's going to take a second to open up because my Google Drive has lots of things in it. Once this opens, I just select the file that I want to import. I have a file that I have selected and it takes just a minute. So I've selected it, now the check mark appears, there's a little lag there. I'm going to click import. I'm going to select add as separate slides. And now you'll notice that no slides appear, but that's because it's preserving this original slide that I already started. And then down here, in the slide preview section, you can see that I have 7 slides here. So this is just a lesson that I pulled in from when I taught Algebra 8. So I'm going to go to the next slide, and this is what students would see. Notice that I cannot actually edit this, I can't type on it because it is imported as an image. So you create it in Google Slides, get it all set, and then when it comes in, it is just an image. And so if I need to change something, like I realize, no, everyone, you do not need your Chromebook today. I can't delete the word Chromebook, but I can use the drawing tool to just scratch it out. So going to the next slide, what I want to point out here is that this is an embedded video right here in the upper left-hand corner. So I would, if I were presenting from Google, I would just touch that and a 5-minute timer would start. But because this is imported as a image or as a PDF, that is a dead link. It will not do anything, and neither will any of your links that you have built into Google Slides. So the workaround is to double tap the home button on your iPad, and now you have your app viewer, and I'm just going to open up Chrome, and I already have my 5-minute timer going there. And so I can switch back and forth very quickly between Explain Everything and that timer. So you could do that for any links. You would have your links already queued up in Google Chrome, and it's very quick to navigate back and forth. Next, I have another embedded video, but of course it's not a video. It is just an image. And so what I would do here, double tap the home button again and go to YouTube where I already have the video queued up for us right here. Back to Explain Everything, I'm going to go to another slide. I can write on top of my slides, which is great. So maybe I have the warm-up here. I don't know what this problem would be. You can write, it will save, so you go to another slide, you go back, your writing is still there, you can erase a whole slide at once, lots of different features here. One thing that's nice that I want to point out is, let's say I'm doing this problem and I run out of room. I have lots of options. Using a 2-finger pinch, I can just simply pinch the problem, make it smaller, and now I can continue to write. I could also click this plus sign right here and add a blank slide. So here I just have a nice blank slide. I can do whatever I'd like with it, and I can go back to where I was writing. So there's lots of different options there. One feature that is really cool, especially as a math teacher, is the ability to write on top of websites that Explain Everything now has. This is a math problem that uses algebra tiles, which is something that it's a manipulative that we use with the CPM curriculum. And what I've built in Google Slides is these are actually interactive tiles. So this is a stack of hundreds of tiles on top of each other. I can actually pull them, click them, and move them wherever I would like onto the screen. But of course, I've now lost that functionality because Explain Everything has brought this in as a PDF. So this is just an image. So what is great about this is I can now just add the algebra tiles that are online by inserting a browser. And I'm going to type in CPM algebra tiles. And I know that many of you don't use algebra tiles or don't teach math, but what I'm demonstrating here is how you can write on any website, which could be used or could be beneficial for many different content areas. So I have this website now, and it's covering up the problem, so I can just do a nice 2-finger pinch here. I can resize it and move it so that I can still see the problem. And now I can manipulate these tiles. I can just use the website just as if I were on any computer. And the great thing is now I can also write. So I can say over here I have an X and an opposite X. Over here I have 2X plus 1. I can manipulate these tiles. I can continue to use the website, move things around, and now I can continue to write. My writing does not go away. And this is a really wonderful feature. So you can bring in any browser that you want. You could add a new slide and have a browser nice and big that you can write all over while you continue to click, which is great. So that is something that I just wanted to demonstrate for you. Explain Everything also has some cool features. If you are doing a problem and you want to save your work, you can simply snap a picture of it. Then you can save that picture to your photos, which is a nice feature. There is a laser pointer, which is helpful if you're running your class from an iPad. I found myself often running to the front of the room to point something out, which kind of defeats the purpose of using the iPad to be able to move around the room. So the laser pointer is really helpful for that. You can draw attention to different things. Again, there's tons of functionality, different things that you can create using this toolbar that I'm not going to go into. So, some of my favorite features are the bringing in a Google Slides, the writing on top of websites, and I think all that functionality is really slick with Explain Everything. I know it's frustrating that links don't work and embedded videos don't work, but I have found that the double tap the home button and using the YouTube app and the Chrome app can be very, very fast and serves the purpose of putting them in the Google Slides. All right, well, I hope that you find Explain Everything beneficial.